go through the 7 steps of dealing with a spill. Principle number 1 is PPE, whatever that might be according to the safety data sheet. It could be gloves, it could be nitrile gloves, it could be PVC gloves, probably some high-vis vests, probably boots, could be gum boots. Whatever it is for dealing with the spill, whatever is recommended in the safety data sheet, that's what you should be wearing. Number 2 is assessing the spill. So we've assessed the spill now, we've located a drain, and we've located where liquids could potentially go in. So now we put a drain seal on it, put some socks around it, and now we've put some pads around it. So number 3 is now containing the spill. So different spills will need to be cleaned up in different ways. Sometimes you need to use mass absorbents, sometimes you can just simply use a bag or 2 at a time. Number 4 is now absorbing the spill. We've really now locked this spill in and it really can't go anywhere else. So after you absorb the spill, you then need to use a stiff bristle broom to start working that absorbents into the ground, working them into the spill. And you'll notice very quickly that the spill has just been totally absorbed, and that's really what we want. So the drain seal worked, the socks worked, the barrier systems worked, and so did the absorbent. So now we're in like a crisis-free zone, because the crisis is over, the spill is cleaned up, and the environment is safe. Step number 5 is dispose. How do we dispose of this product? And it's probably one of the most popular questions we get asked as an organisation. The probably most important rule is we need to understand what the liquid is that's being contained, what's recommended in the safety data sheet for disposal, and what are the local disposal requirements. So inside the spill kit, we'll have some anti-static waste bags. Anti-static is very important, especially if you're dealing with a class 3 liquid or a flammable substance. So what we do here, using a shovel and a broom, we'd now be picking up the products, including all this product now that's now been contaminated, including the sock. It's been contaminated, it now needs to be disposed of appropriately. That's now considered contaminated waste. Dispose of it according to the SDS, according to your local council and their requirements. Number 6 is reporting. Why is reporting important? We need to understand how the incident happened, why it happened, and what are some of the steps we could maybe put in to prevent the same thing from happening next week that happened this week. So it's important after a spill incident has occurred to have a debrief, get everyone together that was involved, work out what happened and put steps in to mitigate for future incidences that might happen. And finally, number 7 is restocking. So we use the contents of the kit. How do we get them replaced? Well, number 7 is restock, and on the lid of your kit there's an inventory item. And it's best to go through that inventory item, check it out against the contents that's in the kit, and to proceed to order. Then you can phone Ecospill in one of our branches to be able to get a service technician out there with a service van to fully restock the kits.